It's Friday Night Writes with the Stop Writing Alone community. I'm Nicole Rivera, and I'm here every single week sharing prompts, exercises, and writing prompt parties for you to be inspired for the whole weekend through. Come on in, bring your notebook, your laptop, or whatever it is you want to write with, because as soon as we get started, you'll be inspired to start scribbling away your weekend. Thanks for coming, and enjoy your Friday Night Writes. This week's writing prompt tool is Rory's Story Cubes. Head to the show description to see where you can get a copy of your own. Hey everybody, it's me, Nicole Rivera from the Stop Writing Alone podcast, and here on MV Rivera YouTube channel just to do some Friday night writes. Every single week I'm bringing you a tool or an exercise or what have you just to get you writing. Sometimes it's going to lead to a short story. Sometimes it's just going to lead to some writing practice. But this week is the first week of the month, and so that's the week that I try to bring to you a brand new writing tool to use to write a short story. So this week I have Rory's Story Cubes. Not exactly the newest tool in the deck here. You've probably seen these before if you've been following along on the YouTube channel. I definitely shared them last year when I did 52 writing prompts in 52 weeks. But it's always great to get a new roll and to see what comes up. This is the basic edition of Rory's Story Cubes, the classic, if you will. It's just a small little box here that you open up, and you got 9 die in here with different pictures drawn on them. And the idea is that we roll the die and we get inspired to write a story, including all of the items that show up. Rory Story Cubes has expanded pretty hugely since they first came out. They have all different types of genres. They also have different licensings. Like somewhere in this house we have Batman Rory Story Cubes. One of the happy campers, Heather, she's got the Doctor Who Story Cubes. So there's all different ones out there. And then because they know they are used widely in schools, they made jumbo cubes, the Story Cubes Max, which I love to use here on the YouTube channel and when I'm doing writing prompt parties, because they're so easy to see. But it's still the same basic graphics as on the small cubes. And it's always, really, as you can see on the back here, you can get a sense of all the different types of graphics that are on there. But the game is simple. It can be played lots of different ways, but I'll read the instructions that are here for you so you have a sense of what's going on. So how to play Rory's Story Cubes. And right inside the box are the instructions. And as you can see here are different editions that were out when this one came out. Just to give you a sense, they have one box that was all actions, another box that was all different types of voyages. But let's get back to how we do this. How to play Rory's Story Cubes. There are an infinite ways to play with Rory's Story Cubes. You can play solitaire or with others. Here are a few suggested ways to unleash your creativity. Number 1, roll all 9 cubes and look at the face-up images. Pick an image that will be the starting point for your story. Beginning with, once upon a time, make up a story that somehow links together all 9 face-up images. That's one iteration. 2, think up a title or theme for a story. Example, The Beach, or My Fantastic Vacation, or Dream. Then roll all 9 cubes and try to tell a story that relates back to the title or theme. That's actually what we did last year in the 52 prompts for 52 weeks. The theme that I gave was the game, and we rolled the die, and your challenge was to write a story based on that idea of the title. Using the title, the game, you had to write a story. I will put a link in the description to that previous video. So if you want to watch that through, and that'll give you a whole nother role, and you can play the game in that style using that title if you didn't already do it last year. In fact, even if you did do it last year, you could do it again. Okay, and number 3, knocking my glasses off. Number 3 says, divide the cubes evenly among the players. So this is if we were playing with multiple people. I'll read it to you, but it's not something that we can really do here on the YouTube channel. It's okay if some get more than others, starting with one player and continuing in a circle. Take turns rolling the cubes and adding to the story based on face-up images. Stop after all 9 cubes have been rolled or continue rolling for additional rounds. So as you can see, it's a really great storytelling game to play within a group or just to do in the solitaire fashion. I love these as a writing prompt tool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this up to you this week. If you want to come up with a title before you see the roll, go ahead. Just like we did last year, you can come up with a title and then write a story with that title or theme. Otherwise, we'll just go through the 9 cubes and see if we can get all 9 into one story. I will say this about last year's prompt that we did. I know of at least 2 people in the Stop Writing Alone community that wrote stories on that prompt from Rory's Story Cubes that they were able to submit and get published in different literary journals. So it seems like a very bare bones and it's a tool that's clearly made to be used in schools with children, but it's something that, you know, we can make and elevate to wherever we are in our writing. So I love those kinds of tools. I'm going to take my plastic cover off here and roll our 9 cubes. I'm using the jumbo ones again, so this is ridiculous. Here we go. And I will put a picture up on the screen of what came up, but what we have here is a pyramid, a shooting star, a flashlight, someone jumping out of a parachute, a cane, a lock, a magnifying glass, a light bulb, and a bridge or an overpass. That's my quick definitions for each of these, but please interpret each of these images in whatever way you see fit. If you see that light bulb and you don't think light bulb, you think idea, and you want to write about a character having an idea. If you want the lock to not be a physical padlock as it is in this picture, and you just want some sort of lock on a virtual system, go for it. These are all symbols to be used in your story in whatever way you see fit. Remember, my job here is just to get you writing, get you inspired, and I hope this does it for you. And I will, like I said, put in the description the link to last year's sharing of Rory's Story Cubes because it's just a great tool. And I will also put a link in the description for where you can get your own set of Rory's Story Cubes, whether it's the classic or you want to just explore their entire inventory of everything that they have now. I can only imagine. I haven't checked in a while. There was at one time an app for Story Cubes as well. I'm not sure if that's still active. If it is, I will put the link in the show description for you as well. Otherwise, that's it for me this week. I will see you again next week here again on the MV Rivera YouTube channel. Sharing next week will be a writing exercise. So we may or may not end up with a story at the end of that, but we will definitely get our writer brains working. And that's it for me. Have a wonderful week. Happy writing, and thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your writer friends. And if you need anything else from Stop Writing Alone, head to stopwritingalone.com.